Have you ever noticed the plethora of these reels where people put on their makeup and talk about something? I frankly think it is so weird. But the entire internet's doing it. So for one time only, you're gonna get to see me do the same while I talk about what's going on this week. Please know that clearly I love you all dearly, because being Gen X, showing up on Instagram raw and doing this without all my products and so forth on, that's hard for me. So anyways, this is your one and only time to do that. If it gets us 1 million new followers, then yeah, it's still not gonna happen. Anyway, stuff going on this week. It's spring and the sheep got moved outside, which we're super excited about. The guys have been doing a really deep cleanse of the lambing barn, because while it gets cleaned daily and there's straw refreshed, it's not something that you can do when the sheep are in there, because I'm talking like hardcore cleaning with power washers and bleach and stuff like that puts too much. See, here's what's awkward about this. Normally I would wash my hands, but I'm like, oh, that's gonna be noisy on the video. So I try to grab my blush and, by the way, I'm not gonna take the time to tell you the products. I'm not that kind of person. But I'm like, oh, that'll be noisy on Instagram, so I can't do that. Anyway, so the guys did a deep clean. We have sunshine, which is great. It's not particularly warm. It did snow here. I don't even know what day. I tried to block that out of my life. But anyway, by the way, you guys, I have makeup over all my products, all my stuff. Clearly this is not for me. So the animals are outside and we're super happy about that. And I can't open my mascara, which is why I am just now one of these people. They must be doing like splicing the video together or something. This is so awkward. Other things happening, our worsted finally came from the mill this week, and we're super happy about that because we expected it back in January, but when it came in January, we weren't 100% happy with the way that it was spun, so we sent our entire order back. So that has put us back, particularly on worsted, by about 2 months. So we're happy about that because we have one order that needs to get out. Of course, you know that Knit Stars launched this week with Clara Parks, and we are especially excited about this. It's our full circle moment, and for Clara to have requested us to be our maker is such a huge honor. So Cindy and Becca have been especially busy dyeing for the Knit Stars order, which I think I can show you a preview of a kit. The thing with Knit Stars is that you have to sign up for the classes to be able to buy the kit. Now, it's an incredible value because there's 10 Knit Stars, 5 Crochet Stars, and you have the option of buying either just a Knit Stars membership or crochet, or if you're by Craft Fuel, you can buy both. It's a wonderful opportunity because you get to study with the masterclass teacher in their home. In the case of Clara's, there's also going to be some video from our farm, so you can see the connection of the True Sheep to Skein project and essentially what makes us different. Wow, I'm at 4 minutes already. Can you believe that? Like, what are we gonna do about this? That's pretty much all the effort that I put into my hair because I do, after all, live on a farm, and I'm just not that sort of person. So what are we working on today? Well, we're skeining up that Targhee worsted that we got from the mill. We have a brand new product that we haven't even told you about. It's called Freedom, and we're super excited about this because our mill approached us because they had, our mill is the primary mill that spins wool for the American military. It's like their boot liners, their coat linings, blankets for barracks and things like that. They had one batch that the specification wasn't what they needed for the weaving. I think it was for the blankets. And they asked us if we would be interested in buying that. And I said, well, it's good, but it's also not quite for our specifications. So they reworked it, made it into a gorgeous 4-ply worsted, and that saved that yarn from the landfill. We're confident in working with American wool that's sourced for the military because they have really strict standards for the farms, what the farms are paid, and that type of thing in order to get a military contract to source. So we knew that even though we didn't know the specific farms that it came from, it's still going to adhere to our standards for ethical and ethical payment for the farms and humane care for the animals and the standards that the farms have to be upkept and everything like that. So that is a brand new product coming from us. It's going to debut at H&H the beginning of May, and that is called Freedom Worsted. We're doing a series of patterns to celebrate. I'm going to have to cut this part out because I can't think. But anyways, Freedom Worsted is a new product that we're going to be launching, and that came as well. We have a lot of skein, so that's going to be headed to yarn shops around the country. And we donate a portion of the proceeds from this yarn to the Gary Sinise Foundation. If you know, that's kind of a familiar name. Gary Sinise was Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump, and when he played that role, he really resonated with the Vietnam veterans of the world, and he was asked to speak at all different things and started this foundation. And what the Gary Sinise Foundation does is they build adaptable homes for wounded veterans and make them affordable. So it's a great value, and it goes with our values of helping the greater community. So anyways, it's Thursday. I'm going to go down to the shop and see what's going on, and we'll take it from there. Bye.